And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Spencer Jones. Ball to strike. And that drops in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And it's even up. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees. That's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The Yanks down by a run, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one's gone into the bleachers. His second homer of this series. It's 2-2.
Jim Zielinski, the creator and transit in High Rise, talks about how he knows these maps work.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video, because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Line drive. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Out number 2.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
And next for New York, Jake Bauers. Fouled off left side. Two outs. This one in the dirt. Ground ball left side. Toss to Alonso, and that'll do it. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Bottom 4, and into the box for Baltimore, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
Alonso recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Tied him up inside with that one.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. Well done behind the dish.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Alonso, the runner at second with 1 away. That's down and in.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Line to left, down the line, and it's foul. The 2-2 on the ground, and it's just foul. That was close.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a really good take.
That one the other way, and foul ball. And a swing and a line drive at a right field, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder Taylor Ward.
So 2 down now, and here is Taylor Ward. Line drive, that's a base hit. Alonso is waved home. He will score, and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 3-2.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball off. That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything in there.
So up next, Blaze Alexander. Cut on and lifted in the air. Judge is there, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-2 ball game. We're in the second game of this division series. Here's some real power at the plate. Aaron Judge. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ben Rice. And misses inside. One out, base is empty. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That pretty much split the zone
zone
down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here is Yoan Moncada. That one is absolutely belted. O'Neill ranging back, and it's off the wall. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Brian Snitker out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Shane Baz done for the afternoon. Not his best performance, but he leaves with the lead. And we'll get a new arm into the game after this.
Now pitching.
Now on the bump, number 43.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
2 on, 1 out. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. 2 on, 1 out. Off the mark there. Ball 2.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. Two now. Fights it off. He'll see another. First and third, one down. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Drops into the glove. And that's the third out. Yanks strand a pair. They trail it 3-2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Tyler O'Neill.
Next one misses, and it's 2-1.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And that's a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next for the
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg.
Jordan Westburg.
Ripped on the ground to second. Over to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, number 44.
So the lineup flips over. And now the center fielder, Enrique Bradfield Jr. Two 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering upstairs. Dylan Beavers next to bat for Baltimore. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, but they're up 3-2. All set for the top of the 6th. Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. And a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. And a count 1-2.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Next pitch misses way outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And just misses with that one.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Laser, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, no outs. Nico Horner digs in now. That misses, and that's ball 2. Tying run in scoring position, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. And that one in the air center field. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jake Bowers.
Stepping in, Jake Bowers. Runners at first and second with 1 gone, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Right side, and that's just foul. Two on, 1 out. Got him looking. Now 2 away.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. 2 aboard, 2 outs. That one outside, and it's 2-2. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 5-3. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Number 43 won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Sean Dubin. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Dubin.
So 2 down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 5-3. Bottom of the 6th. Now the number 2 hitter, Dylan Beavers.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Action in the pen down there. Randy Rodriguez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bender also throwing. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got
Next
this.
for the Orioles, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. The count 2-1. Now a pop-up on the infield. Rice. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big-time power. Swing and a miss.
Seems like from day one, his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Orioles set down in order. Nothing doing here this half. We head to the 7th now in game 2. It's the Yankees 5 and the Orioles 3.
Now pitching.
So they
for the
turn to the
Orioles,
veteran pitcher in this spot, number 52.
number 52.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here comes Yoan
Leading off
Moncada.
for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Yoan Moncada.
And that one ripped to left. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, catcher,
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Check swing, and he held up.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. So far, they have 6 hits in the counts where the pitcher has had the advantage, so it hasn't been easy for them, but they're finding a way to get it done.
Just missed. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, number 34.
Spencer Jones, the next to hit. Off the mark there. 2-1. Grounder might be 2. The flip to second. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees. 2 on, 1 out. Way out front for strike 2. And a 1-2. That's a little bit low. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Makes the catch, and there are 2 outs.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. In the air, foul off first. He's under it. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Yankees 5 and the Orioles 3.
Now pitching for the
We're
New
back
York
in a new
Yankees.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number
Randy
73.
Rodriguez.
These are the spots
Randy
relievers
Rodriguez.
really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Welcome
Leading
back.
off
Taking
for
a
the
look at our
Orioles,
game summary.
Catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range. And close holes that, are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game. And this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. And I'm so glad I'm retired.
Here's the second baseman, Blaze Alexander. The Yankees leading by 2 here in the late stages of game 2. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And there's a ball. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Jones settles under this one. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Yankees 5 and the Orioles 3.
Now pitching.
Coming out for the Orioles, Ryan Helsley.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the order. Here's Nico Horner. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. The other way.
Now batting, left fielder, Jake Bauers.
So, man aboard, Jake Bauers. Stepping in now for the Yankees. That one is upstairs.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Runner on the go. Hard hit, right side. Toss to Alonso. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here is Aaron Judge.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. The throw in, but it's offline.
Well, does a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
One gone, runner at first. Now it's going to be Ben Rice. They say you win.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
The 1-2. That's hard hit on the line. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Yoan Moncada.
Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit. Yankees up by 3. In the dirt, squirts away from Rutschman. No advance, though. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Helsley under this one. But it's the shortstop that gets there. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 6-3. New arm out of the bullpen, Anthony Bender.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 38, Anthony Bender.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Leading off for the
Orioles in
right
striking
fielder,
distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Late with the swing there. Movement in the Yankees pen. Camilo Doval getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings. Enrique Bradfield Jr. getting ready to hit. Next offering down in the dirt.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Slings it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning. Man at first, and stepping in for the Yankees, Spencer Jones. Swings through that one for strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited. It was
Westburg gets it to first, and that's an out. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Caught him looking for the K. The Yanks lead. Camilo Doval. Comes on trying to close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
And there's a base hit to left. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Hammered on the line, base hit around third. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So bases all loaded up. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles, misses inside. And a count 2-1. This one popped up, and the infield fly is called.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And that is out of play.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Ground ball right side, could be two. To Volpe at second for one. The double play ends it right here. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the New York Yankees. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. And into the box for Baltimore, Enrique Bradfield Jr. Liner caught at second. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you got this other force coming.
Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Up the middle, corner. Throws to first in time, and that takes care of Alonso. That's the third out. Orioles held in check there, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Back now in the Bronx, and starting this one, Chris Bubich.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Toss to Alonso. One gone, bottom half of the first. Next is the designated hitter, Jose Caballero. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Out to short. Henderson over to first in time. And the Yanks go quiet. Third game of the division series. Here's Adley Rutschman. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That one back. Holy Toledo! He circles the bases. The Orioles strike first. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. The hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it, and really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
Now here is Jordan Westburg. Outside low. Now 2 balls and a strike. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Henderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. Puts it away for the out, and there's 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
They got it for out number 2.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12.
That one ripped right center field. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Back here in New York, we head to the bottom of the second. And now the first baseman, Ben Rice.
Right.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Set down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knee. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. And there's a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. On the ground to the left. Fair ball.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Austin Wells will hit next. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Here's Holiday for 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
All set for the start of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Dylan Beavers. Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Doyle pulls that one down, and there's 1 down. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Enrique Bradfield Jr. digs in now. This one smoked out to left. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
At the plate, Gunnar Henderson. Well struck left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in to score from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
So runner at second, 2 down. Pete Alonso, the next to hit for the Orioles. Ripped on a line. And that's a base hit. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And here is Adley Rutschman. Swing and the ball hammered left field. That's back there. And boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right. 2 outs. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's back there. And boom goes the dynamite. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. It's 6-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate.
Base is empty with 2 away. Taylor Ward now at the plate.
Ryan Weathers.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Slice to right. Judge puts it away, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. Back in New York, ready to go for the last half of the inning. There's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
That's off the mark. Full count, 3-2. Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up. That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Throws to second for 1. Now to first, and it's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. So here's Horner now. And 1-2. That one hammered left field. That's back. Tattooed and gone. He sends it out of here. And they're chipping away. It's 6-1. So 2 away with nobody on. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. There's a swing and a drive. And in one hops the wall. Around first, digging for 2. The throw to second is offline.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Man at second here with 2 away. Aaron Judge getting ready to hit. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. As we go to the top of the 4th, and now Samuel Basallo. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And next for the Orioles, Dylan Beavers. Here's a rocket out to left. Bowers makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
It was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Safe at second, and he gets back in.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the lineup, Enrique Bradfield Jr., the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And he gets to third safely, moving up on the fly out, and there are 2 gone. So digging in, Gunnar Henderson. Weathers fires. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swings and misses. Some high cheese for strike 3. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. And midway in the 4th, it's the Orioles 6 and the Yankees 1. Back at Yankee Stadium, ready to go, bottom 4. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I Remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
And it remains 2-2.
So I went to the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. To the right side, Alonso. The flip to the pitcher covering. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
Number 14, Brenton.
And next for New York, Brenton Doyle. Hit on the ground to short. Henderson. Already 2 gone here in the home 4. Now here's Jake Bauers. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there. And gone! A monster shot to right. And they cut into the lead. It's 6-2.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. Struck him out looking. Yankees get a homer to cut the lead. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Popped up right side. 1 down. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Fly ball to right. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jordan.
2 down, bases empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. That's out to center field. Doyle sizes this one up, brings it in for the 3rd out. 3rd game of the division series. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. And that one handled. Fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. swings through that one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Outside, and that is ball 4. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. So the batting order turns over. Nico Horner stepping in now for the Yankees. Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3 double play, and the inning is over. So they go quietly there. 5 innings complete. It's the Orioles 6 and the Yankees 2. Top 6 and into the box for Baltimore, Taylor Ward. Out towards right center field, Judge sizing this one up. He makes the grab, 1 away. And next is the designated hitter, Samuel Basallo. Hard hit left side. Sends it to first. That's 6 straight set down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Dylan Beavers. The other way. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And a foul ball. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. The 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
It's Aaron Judge now, late on that fastball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
The first baseman, number 22.
2 down, base is empty. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the catch, inning over. Offense held in check there. On to the 7th now in game 3. It's the Orioles 6 and the Yankees 2. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. In the air, left side, Bowers on the move. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The center fielder, number 44.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Enrique Bradfield Jr. 1 down, base is empty. Outside low, and it's 2-1. That one drilled left field, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Next pitch misses. 2-1. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Bowers has this one sized up. Makes the grab for the second out. Here's Pete Alonso.
Let's go, Pete. Right here. Right here, baby. Ball.
That misses the
2-1.
zone, and it's 2-1.
Gotta lock in. Like, honestly, I know we're up 6-2, but this Yankees lineup is not bad by any means. Here we go. Fly ball, center field, absolutely hammered all the way back of the track at the wall. It is caught. Are you kidding me, dude? I thought that thing was gone. Damn.
So 1 hit is all they get.
Oh, man.
Time. It's the Orioles 6 and the Yankees 2.
Yeah, that's frustrating. I'm going to throw something that he can't catch, bro. I mean, that was right at the warning track. That was at the wall. That ball's gone at any other ballpark, bro. I swear. That's crazy. All right, 2 outs. All right, here we go. 6-2 ball game right here. Come on, we got it. Yankees won game 2. We're trying to win game 3 here. Take a lead in the series. Fouled it off. 1-2. Bubic is thrown. Yes, Bubic is on the Orioles. I know. It's crazy. Swing and a miss. Got him on the fastball. Let's go, baby. Come on. All right, here we go. Adley Rutschman to the plate here. 6-2 ball game. The switch hitting catcher. There's a lot of talks about him stopping the switch. I don't think he needs to do that when he absolutely has a seat into right, but it's caught. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. Got Pahan on the bump right now. Pahan, I pronounce it, but got Jordan Westberg, who, again, looks like he slept in the right mattress. That's ball. No way I'm swinging into that. You think I'm that stupid? Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, they got Tanner Scott on the hold on. Tanner Scott's on the Yankees now. So he went from the Dodgers to the Yankees. That honestly is criminal. I can't lie. That is actually criminal. 3-1. And I popped it up. Fudge Nuggets. Fudge Nuggets indeed. I'm going to put my mic on right now. Let me do that.
Now batting, left fielder Taylor Ward.
2 outs, base is empty. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
The 1-1. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Doyle should have this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. On to the bottom of the 8th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. And a big swing and a miss.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
That one down the line, and foul ball. The Yankees looking to rally. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Nico Horner. The Orioles leading by 4 here in the late stages of game 3. And the slider just misses. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
First and second, 1 out. And now the DH, Jose Caballero. Foul ball there. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 3 of this American League Division Series. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick with number 9 for him in this game. 9. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Judge waits. On the ground, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, 2 outs. Hard hit to third. They take the force out, and that is the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They still trail it. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Strom. He has a great slider with tons of movement. High fly ball out towards left field. Going back, and that one hops the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next for the Orioles, Dylan Beavers. Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. The 1-1 is fouled off. High fly ball out towards left center. Bowers sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And now the center fielder, Enrique Bradfield Jr. 2 outs. Line drive, makes the grab, and that's the inning. And the Orioles leave 1. They lead it 6-2. Back at Yankee Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 9th. And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice. Here comes the skipper. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Freddie Peralta.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Ward makes the play, and there's 1 away. Brenton Doyle will hit next. 1 down, base is empty, and it's fouled away. Next offering is down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out swinging, and they're down to their last out. Jake Bowers stepping in now for the Yankees. Ground ball, and this should do it. On to first, ball game. And the Orioles take home field advantage right back. They win game 3 to go up 2-1.
Game 3s are very...
Here's the center fielder, Enrique Bradfield Jr. And that one ripped to left. 1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Holliday. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. Man at first with 1 gone. Here's Pete Alonso. That one's upstairs, ball 1. This one in the air, right field. Judge has it sized up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away.
And people have choked up.
Okay, so I just found out the entire time I was muted. So that's funny. Anyways, here we are at Yankee Stadium. Joe Ryan on the bump. Nico Horner at the plate, batting .478 in the postseason. Here's the pitch from Joe Ryan. It's a strike straight down the pipe. 0-1 count. And Alonso tries to dive for it. It's not going to be enough. And it's going to be Nico Horner with a leadoff single for the Yankees in Game 4 of the ALDS. Yankees trying to tie the series up as that's a strike again from Joe Ryan. Now it's Jake Bauers the plate. That's just a disgusting splitter, I cannot lie. Nearly got him with a slider. Swing and a miss. Bauers goes down. Swinging. Yeah, I find it interesting that the Orioles went out and got Bassett, and Gallen went right back to the Diamondbacks. Apparently, he had a lot of multi-year deals, just didn't go with that. So, again, probably plays in the factor of oh man, Bradfield, you got to make that catch. That is huge. Oh my goodness, runners going all the way around. That's going to bring in a run for the Yankees, in fact, and it's going to advance a runner to third. Aaron Judge triple from an error from Enrique Bradfield Jr. in center field. And so the Yankees lead 1-0 here in Game 4 of the ALDS. Not ideal at all. And that's popped up into shallow left. Westy's going to get under it. And that is going to do it for that. 2 outs and still a runner on third. Bottom of the first inning. Here is Yoan Makata at the plate, who just watches it go by him. 0-1 count. Trying to go in the splitter there. Can you look at that? That is just a shallow drop over to Ryan, who throws over to first, gets the out. So they somewhat concealed the damage a little bit, but again, it's going to be an RBI triple from Aaron Judge. But here's Gunnar Henderson to play. He's banked .214 this postseason. Absolutely brutal. But that's swung on to left center field. Way back, that ball is gone. Gunnar Henderson with a leadoff home run to tie this game up. 800, man, I swear. 383 feet I love it. I love it, man. I love it from Gunnar Henderson. That is absolutely gorgeous. You just love to see it. So now it's Adley Rutschman after a leadoff home run from Gunnar Henderson. And Adley fouls it off on the left side. So they'll do it again. Schlittler at the plate. All right, the bump has been very, very solid this postseason. But again, who has also been solid? Adley Rutschman. As that's a base hit to left. Horner tried to make the dive, but could not get to it. So now here's Jordan Westburg, Mr. Mattress. And that's a base hit into right. That's going to bring Adley all the way over to second, and Westy will stay at first. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Orioles have a runner on first and second with no outs here in the at the top of the second inning. So here's Taylor Ward at the plate. Batting .200 this postseason. Schlittler still in the bump. He's going to watch that one go. Not going to let that curveball fool him. 1-1 ball game. Runner on first and second. As that swung on to right, it's going to drop down. It's foul. My goodness gracious. Still a 1-1 game. As that is swung on to deep right field. Judge's going to get under it. It's going to advance the runner over to third. Adley will get there comfortably. And now runners in the corners for the Orioles with one away. And here is the Beaver himself, Dylan Beavers. Mr. Ethical. As that swung on into left field. Way back, that ball is gone. The Boo Birds are out of the Bronx as Dylan Beavers explodes this game for the Orioles. It's 4-1 Baltimore. An absolute moonshot from the rookie. And let's look at the swing again. You just can see it. Absolutely critical stuff here. Schlittler has been so good in the postseason, but right there, Dylan Beavers sees that pitch perfectly and hits it for 394 feet. Again, this is Yankee Stadium. It is a Mickey Mouse ballpark, but 110 exit velocity is everything you can ask for as a hitter. And now it's Samuel Basayo who hits it over into the right gap, but it's going to be caught. Now it's Bradfield who has been so good at 2 doubles last night, as that's popped up over into shallow left center field. And that's going to do it for the second inning. The Orioles up 4-1 here in the Bronx. Great start for the Orioles.
Leading off for the Yankees, the catcher,
So we're back here now in the bottom of the second inning, and Austin Wells at the plate. Joe Ryan on the bump. Here's the pitch from Ryan, who nice four-seam fastball straight down the pipe. Orioles lead 4-1. That's a nice ground ball over to Henderson. Henderson throws the first to Alonso, makes the play, so one away. Wells with a ground out, and here is Spencer Jones, who finally gets a shot after the Yankees trade away Jason Dominguez, who, again, has been playing for the Angels. So Spencer Jones now gets a nice One out single. That's a strike to McMahon. And again, you look at this Yankees team. Overall, they're not built the best, but that is an absolute moonshot from Ryan McMahon, and that makes it a one-run game. Just goes to show you how quickly things can change here in the Bronx. The dimensions of this ballpark are truly something else. And that's another hit. Anthony Volpe. And now, trying to take it over to second, and did he get him? He is safe. And the rally towels are out here in the Bronx as Nico Horner fouls it off. He was an all-star in 2027 as a swing and a miss, tried to throw it over to second, and they can't make the play at first. So now there's a runner on first and second when it should have been. An absolutely wild turn of events for the Orioles. Adley threw over to second and not first. That's completely on me, I can't lie. So I'm not going to say anything. That's the strike for the splitter. Now it's Jake Bauers. Again, this Orioles team been really good in the postseason at keeping leads. And that's a swing and a miss with the sweeper. Fouled it off again, Bauers. Four-3 ball game, and he strikes out looking. Jake Bauers just did not like that pitch at all. Didn't even try to swing at it, didn't even try to take a bite out of this pitch from Joe Ryan. It goes right down the middle, and he watches it go by him. 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Yankees down by a run after being down by 3. And now here's Aaron Judge, who's, again, had the run that gave the Yankees the lead in the first inning. An RBI triple from an error from Enrique Bradfield Jr. as that's a strike. 0-2. 3-time Hank Aaron Award winner is Aaron Judge. Hasn't been really good in the postseason, though. Fouls it off. 0-2 count. Runner on first and second. Here's the pitch from Ryan as it's fouled off. Joe Ryan already thrown 31 pitches here. Just in 2 innings as Judge strikes out looking. And he can't believe that was called strike 3, but it was absolute paint from Joe Ryan. Now here is Jackson Holliday who started that rally. That's a base hit, right. But Judge, never mind. I thought that hit the ground, but it did not. Judge made a ridiculous play. Wow. Yeah, that's a ball. 1-0. Pete Alonso back in 2019 was the Rookie of the Year. And that swung on into left center field. Way out of here it goes. Pete Alonso extends the Orioles' lead, and it's 437 feet for the Polar Bear. Orioles again showing why they are the best offense in baseball. And now here's Gunnar Henderson, who again started that rally with that home run. Can they go back-to-back? No, he's going to pop it up into shallow center field. Not even close to the warning track was Gunnar Henderson on that one. Adley Rutschman batting .333 in the postseason. As it's fouled off on the third base side. Fouled it off again. And he grounds out over to first. Unfortunate. Strike one. And that's a great play by Gunnar Henderson. Tried to throw it to first. Can't do it in time. Off the foul pole and gone. Yankees tie this game up. What a game it's been. 10 runs in the first 3 innings. Unheard of. Now Spencer Jones, who has been really good this postseason. Bradfield not going to make the error in center field this time. And Holiday can't even make the play. Can't even gather the baseball. And that's fouled by McMahon. Oh, 2. Nearly got him on the pitch out. 1-2. Nearly had his knee. Fouled it off again. Fouled it off. Back to back. That time it was just missed. My goodness, man. Yeah, you gotta sit down. All right, you know, I'm gonna not take over anymore. I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna watch this game. Let's see what goes down here. Last time Anthony Volpe was at the plate, it started a rally that absolutely exploited the Yankees into coming back into this game. Will that continue here? We're about to find out. Again, we've seen a great one, though, between both of these teams. Two teams that, again, hate each other. There have been talks from the Orioles fans that say that the team they hate the most, without a doubt, is the Yankees. And given their history as of late, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Got it with a sweeper. 1-2 count here. Runner on first. 2 outs. 1-2 count on Volpe. Fouled it off. As that swung on into left. Bradfield is going to try, and he will make the catch. That's going to do it. 5-5 ball game. And here is Jordan Westburg at the plate. Schwitler giving up 5, so is Joe Ryan. As that's a base hit into center field. Westy is going to be on first with a leadoff single.
The right fielder, number 12, Dylan Hoover.
Belted deep left field out of. So it's first and second with
Up
only
next,
one
the
away.
Orioles.
Well, that
The
certainly
designated
feels good when you can win the at-bat after
Rosario.
being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Go ahead run on base. Samuel Basallo, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1 so far. Just missed.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
1 out. Runners at first and second. There's a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Shelby Miller getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Scott, a left-hander, also throwing. Check swing, and he went. That is strike two. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 31 will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Yankees, Ryan Weathers.
Number 40.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
Enrique Bradfield Jr., the next to hit for the Orioles. Golden opportunity right here. There's a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And that one fouled off. And that's way high. Now 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And now here is Jackson Holliday. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. And fouled off. Westberg at third. Beavers over at second. Basallo on at first with 2 down. Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. Coming home. Relay throw. Head first slide, and he's safe. And they're up by 3.
All he was looking for right there was a simple base hit to untie the game, but he did far more than that, clearing the bases. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Pete Alonso, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Check swing, called strike. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's now an 8-5 ball game. Back now in the Bronx. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Bowers in the box again, takes a strike. That catches the outside corner. 0-2. And that just misses.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here is Aaron Judge. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little...
that ends the inning, so we take a break. Game 4 of the division series. And here is Gunnar Henderson. Ryan Weathers will get back to work. He swings and fouls one off. Henderson in his 6th season, 25 years old, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Weathers fires. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. And that's hammered into right field. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the catcher to hit, Adley Rutschman, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. Henderson aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Stays alive. And that's down and away. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Jordan Westberg.
So digging in, Jordan Westberg. He's 2 for 2. And that's outside. Man at first, 1 away. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Throw. Save. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
1 out and a runner at second. Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
And he pumps it a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner at second here. 1 gone. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Love how he became a really tough out with strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 2 in this one. Inside, just missed. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering in there for a strike, and the count 1-1. Squirts away a little bit to second, but way too late. Safe there. Westburg into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Man at second. That one missed. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Hit hard on the ground is short. Zips it across. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
The batter, the right fielder, Dylan Beavers.
And now the right fielder, Dylan Beavers. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
That one inside, ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Rip towards third. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 9-5. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the first baseman, Ben Rice.
Right.
Ryan back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into that.
Oh, that ball got him pretty good out there on the mound. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So a man at first. Here is Yoan Moncada. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
In the air, center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And up next for New York, Austin Wells. And the pitch is outside, ball one. Rice leads off first with one away. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, no strikes.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one finds the corner, and it's 2-1. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. The Yanks down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. They get it in quickly. So first and second now,
the
one out.
Fielder, number 34, Spencer.
Here's the center fielder, Spencer Jones. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1. That one lifted to left. Ward under it. And makes the grab. 2 away now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Whips it to first. That's the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They trail it by 4. It's 9-5. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Tanner Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's a big power threat, Samuel Basallo. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Movement in the Yankees pen. Emilio Pagan getting ready to go. And that one lifted in the air center field. Jones moving under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. And as well, lots of pop in that bet. So you combine the slug with really good defense. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Enrique Bradfield Jr. The next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground, right side. Slings to first. That's out number 2.
The batter, the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
2 outs, base is empty. Jackson Holliday now at the plate. Right down to shoot. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 4 of this ALDS. That one ripped left field. Bowers going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Nothing across here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 9 and the Yankees 5. Bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. In the air to left center. Henderson gets under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Nico Horner will come up to hit. 1 for 3. There's a strike. Now a fly ball to right center. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jake.
2 down, base is empty.
Bowers.
Jake Bowers digs in now. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it drops in, and that extends the inning.
The right fielder, number 99.
Next, Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
That pitch in for a strike. Now 2-1. Fly ball down the line. Beavers on the move. And that's the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Emilio Pagan.
Number 17. Emilio Pagan.
And into the box from Baltimore, Pete Alonso. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's a base hit and a good start to the inning.
Bat number 2.
So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
Drilled out towards left center field. Jones sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
The catcher, number 35,
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play. Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And they'll do it again. He goes down looking. Next to hit, Jordan Westburg. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Alonso off of first with 2 away. In the air, right field. Judge makes the play, and that is that. One left for the Orioles as they can't add to their 9-5 lead.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sean Dubin.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Ben Rice
leading
getting ready to
the
hit.
Yankees, the first baseman, Ben Rice.
Just missed. Just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Bang! A solo shot. His second home run of the series, and they cut into the deficit. It's 9-6.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Here comes Yoan Moncada. And that one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Ryan Helsley, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Number 52 warming up as well. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Ward raging back towards the wall. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Now batting, catcher, Austin.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
Now at the plate, Austin Wells. On the ground, out to short. Toss to Alonso. That's the second out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Stepping in, Spencer Jones. And that one clips the corner. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across late here in game 4. Foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And there's a ball. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 9-6. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Strom.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in, Taylor Ward.
The left fielder, number 3, Taylor Ward.
That one fouled off.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
The 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And 1 gone.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Beavers in the box now. No balls and a strike. Strom, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against it.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
What a stop. Nicely done for the out.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
2 outs, base is empty. Samuel Basallo, the next to hit for the Orioles. Tap foul at the plate. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail. And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. No runs, no hits, no errors. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Orioles 9 and the Yankees 6. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Number 52.
Number 52.
So digging in,
Leading
Ryan
up
McMahon.
For the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Number 86 getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Foul ball, still 0-2. That one missing inside. Got him looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
The batter, number 11.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe.
Volpe.
That clips the corner. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Corner in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now it's going to be Jake Bauers. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. And that one is inside. And that is out of play. Runner at second, 2 down here in game 4 of this ALDS. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We're through 8 full here in Game 4. It's the Orioles 9 and the Yankees 6.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Shelby Miller.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the center fielder, Enrique Bradfield Jr. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Brings it in, 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 7. Second base.
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Base is empty, 1 away, late here in Game 4. Hard ground ball, base 9.
The first baseman, number 25, Pete
1 down. Pete Alonso, the next to hit for the Orioles. Miller with a move to first. And he's back in safely.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Just missed. Holliday stands at first with 1 out. In the dirt. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Runner on the move, and a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 2 out. Now a chance for Gunnar Henderson. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
And a base hit. And now 2 aboard. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. And a foul ball. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here at the top of the 9th. And ball 1. And down on strikes he goes. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. So they strand a pair. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Orioles 9 and the Yankees 6.
Now pitching for
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, number 86.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now it's the right fielder, Aaron Judge. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. Judge comes up empty there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hot shot to third. Toss to Alonso, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
He's 2 outs away. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. And a strike on the outside edge. Comes up empty.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
One out, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. And no one can get there. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Now it's the DH, Yoan Moncada. And that's in there for strike 1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
The catcher, number 28.
2 on, 1 out. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 9th inning elimination game. Chris, it's a tall task. They're going to need a crooked number to tie this game up.
Yeah, and they just have to remember that they have had many innings over the course of the year where they've scored more runs needed than they need in this one. So just relax, get your pitch, and make something happen. Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
Tying run at the plate. In for a strike. Good slider. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. With the tying run at the plate, we're in the last half of the 9th inning. Inside. And the count 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The tying run at the plate. This to third, tags the runner for 1, and the Orioles are moving on to the American League Championship Series.
Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.
De verdad que te dije, no ha servido. A mí me parece raro, porque no ser el día. Un poco para probar. Las ciertas, a ver. Que no me deja ver. Esto es lo que quiero ver. Ahorita lo viste que se apagó. El abanico. Está quemado el abanico. Vuelta, se debería dar vuelta. Hermanito, te tengo una mala noticia. El gay está bien, lo que tenés malo es el abanico. Ahorita que se me apagó, se apagó. ¿Verdad? Y lo tuve que volver a desarmar de nuevo, o sea, quitarle la tapa. Y ahorita que lo volví a encender, el paso con corte y da vuelta. Mira, hay que importar ese abanico, pero. Sí. Ese abanico lo vamos a tener que importar porque ese abanico no lo vamos a hallar difícil, o sea, perdón. Vamos a ver en esto y hay copia para eso. Vamos a mandar el video. Está desarmado.
Live from the venerable grounds of Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, the show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Diablos taking on the Silver Surfers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about ready for baseball. And our starting pitcher here today, Framber Valdez. What do you look for here?
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
Now it's the switch hitting
Leading
outfielder,
off for
Mickey
the Diablos,
Mantle.
the center fielder, Mickey Mantle.
There's a swing and a miss. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now it's Jose Ramirez. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one ripped. Way back there. And that one is out of here. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Slice down the right side.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Breaking ball inside. 1-1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. One out, bases empty.